in a quiet village, stood an old clock shop. They said the clocks inside didn't just tell time, they held it. Some ticked softly like heartbeats, some like whispers, and some like thunder. But what made them strange was that they seemed to know their owner. A young farmer who received a clock from his father always heard it strike at the right moment when he needed rain. A widow who received a clock from her late husband always heard it chime when she felt most alone, reminding her that she wasn't forgotten. One day, a curious boy named Elias wandered into the shop. He had no money, only questions. "Why do your clocks tick differently?" he asked. The old clockmaker, Arvin, smiled. "Because they don't measure hours, they measure moments." The boy didn't understand, but Arvin gave him a tiny pocket watch. "This one is yours. It will only tick when something important happens in your life." Years passed. Elias carried the watch everywhere. He listened to it intently, but most of the time it was silent. Then suddenly it ticked. He looked up to see a friend running towards him, his face pale. "Elias," he cried, "there's been an accident. A bird with a broken wing has fallen in the river. Come help." So Elias and his friend ran to the riverbank, where a little bird lay shivering on the ground. As Elias carefully wrapped it in a cloth to keep it warm, he heard his watch tick again. Later, when he set the bird free, it soared into the sky and sang a beautiful song. Then it ticked again when he confessed his love to the girl he had been courting. Finally, when Elias grew very old, the watch ticked one last time, louder than ever. He looked up, surprised, then smiled faintly as he closed his eyes for the last time. When the villagers opened the watch, they found it was filled with golden dust, all the moments that had truly mattered. And they finally understood the old clockmaker's gift. Time isn't measured by hours, but by memories, and that's the end of the story.